Cal, how will you look back on Saturday? The whole day.
On Saturday?
Yeah, the last day, whatever day it was. Sunday, sorry.
Sunday?
That was Saturday.
Was it? Yeah, that's all. See, nobody knows.
Yeah, pretty crazy day. Obviously, emotions and thoughts are with Mark. Then obviously we had a game to play, so it was tough. I thought we played a great game though, and then obviously Mark did too. An outstanding job of just being so focused and playing the game, and just putting everything aside. And who knows what was going through his mind to the game, but obviously this is a big family here, and I think everybody in that room felt that loss.
Josh had just mentioned, you're also part of that club that no one ever wants to be a part of, and that is moving on without a parent. Were you able to share some of your experiences with Mark to maybe ease a little bit of the pain?
Not specifically. Everybody's different in how they, grieve and deal with that stuff, and just kind of let him be by himself for a little bit throughout the game. And I'm sure, throughout the course of the summer, throughout the course of, we'll have those conversations. They come, and I remember having those with Josh, and just leaning on each other. So just letting him know I'm always there for him.
Perhaps as great an indicator as any of how different the playoffs are than the regular season when you compare how round one ended to how round two came to a close.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster. Every round, every game's different. Kind of takes an animal on of its own, and we talked about it throughout the series. The series is each game kind of has its own ebbs and flows, and between series we didn't think there was much momentum, but once that puck drops, you got to be able to play, and if we feel the course of momentum shifting, you got to be able to ride it your way, and vice versa. If you're rolling, you got to keep that going, and so there's tons of lessons learned throughout this playoffs, and there's for sure two different stories there.
And in that sense, Kyle, do you feel this group is closer to its ultimate goal of winning a Stanley Cup? Obviously not going to happen this year, but those lessons that you can take forward, can they get you there?
I think so. It has to. You have to learn those lessons, and we've shown this group obviously the body of work we've done in the regular season the past couple of years, and obviously this year taking a step in the playoffs, just gaining that knowledge, gaining that experience, and at the end of the day, it's great regular season, but the season's always judged by the playoffs and what you do, and we won a round, but at the end of the day, it was a failure. We didn't win the cup, and that's our job as players here and organization, and how good of a group we feel that we had, and so it's going to come back next year even more focused.
You've done a lot of these exit interviews. Can you just give us a general sense of maybe how this year, the general mood of it, how maybe it's been different from previous years?
Yeah, I don't know if there's one way or the other for mood-wise to put it. It's just, it's different. Every year's different. It's got a way of ending of its own and own script that's been written, and so yeah, it's just different.
What's the biggest difference in this team from a year ago, you think?
I think just everybody personally stepping up, leadership, accountability, taking in their own game and as a team, and just building on the foundations that we've built in the past, and just kind of everybody just being better and leaning in. There's not too much of a drastic roster change, I think, over the course of the year, but I think just playing our style and realizing what it takes to win in this league, and everybody hopping on board.
But does it feel like there's maybe less frustration or disappointment or anger this time around?
You could say there could be more anger that we've gotten that much closer and we didn't win. So there's two ways to look at it.
Kyle, how much is Nick Ehlers into this team?
Nick, yeah, he's huge. He's obviously one of our best players, and he carries the play so much when he's on the ice, and big part of our power play this year too. And he's a huge piece for us, and he's big in our locker room too. He's got a big voice in here.
I hope to see him back here.
Couple more, guys.
Next question.
One more question with respect to grief. How important or how valuable is it to be able to do it privately away from this world, and how difficult can it be to maybe be a professional athlete and also have the whole world know that you're going through something like that?
Yeah, it's obviously tough. It's part of the business, but I think that's why you have such a great support staff and family and team, and I think this team really does a great job of just providing every resource that possible to accommodate situations like that and that comes up. And I think just being together as a team for this long, you can lean on your teammates and everybody, and that's where you really dig in there.
Kyle, we saw how impactful it was for Mark and Connor Hellebuck to make the decision they did. You're coming up into a similar situation now through this off season and into the start of next year. Is that something now you will start to maybe take a longer look at, especially with a family now as well?
Yeah, definitely different factors come into decisions now that it's not just me. Yeah, that's my philosophy throughout the career is it'll always take care of itself. I don't figure stress too much about it or worry about it, and when it comes, it comes, and haven't really thought about it much, and time will take care of itself.
Thanks.
Thank you as always.